All right, welcome back to the Davey Gillum Show, sponsored by Exterior Home Solutions. If you have storm damage or just need someone to come look at your roof, give our good friends Jeff and Cody Hedrick a call at 524-5888. Tonight we're live at Ray Varner Ford out on Charles Severs Boulevard, exit 122 up at I-75 right there. Come out and see Ray and Dan and all his all-star staff for your next Ford purchase. We're joined tonight by head football coach Davey Gillum. Coach, thanks again for joining us right there. We got a special guest with us tonight. Coach, I'm going to let you introduce him, former Maverick. And welcome back to.
So tonight with us, our show is sponsored by Exterior Home Solution, who one of the co-owners, Cody Hedrick, played for us.
Yeah.
Graduated in 13, played 12 last season.
Yeah.
Him and Jeff have always done a lot for our program,
Sure.
and ever since they came here in 2011, really been instrumental in almost every project we've done.
Yeah.
And been good to us, whether it's helping us paint helmets out in the parking lot or lockers. But to now helping us Jumbotron and now with our show and things
Familiar
like that.
faces on the sidelines for sure, Coach. If you come to an Anderson County game, you're going to see Jeff or Cody on the sidelines, probably both of them there.
So Cody, it's nice to have you out.
Yes, sir.
It's honoring to see one of our former players doing so well.
Yeah.
And we're always big fans of you and your dad. But if you want to tell us a little bit about what you guys got going on right now.
Yeah, we got right now. I'm actually the production manager for the company, and Dad, of course, the owner of the company. And man, we're doing a lot of work right now.
It seems like everywhere I go, I see you guys' stuff: trucks, signs, commercials.
We employ about 140 people, so
wow.
And they all got vehicles. They're out on the road running around, and several projects going on, and a lot of roofing going on. So
yeah, I live up in Campbell County. I see you guys' stuff everywhere.
Oh yeah, we're all to the lake. We go all the way up to Kentucky. So
wow.
Yeah.
Everything's really going well for you guys, though.
Absolutely, yeah. It's we've been blessed, and that's what it's about. It's getting back to the community, and that's what we want to do, and help everybody out we can. So.
And you guys you've been great with our community, and I see in a lot of other communities too. I know you guys are active in the Campbell County community.
Yeah, we're up there with the Price Brothers, of course.
Yeah, and, former AC guys.
And we're actually out at Halls, which is having a killer year this year.
Great year.
A little bit out in Farragut and out toward the west. So
you guys are pretty active with the University of Tennessee as well.
Yeah,
I see you guys stuff there. One of their main sponsors.
I think I've seen you guys on the Jumbo.
I mean, that's pretty big time when you.
Yeah, we was.
See you guys on the backstop of UT baseball.
Yep, we was with Spire there on the Walls Club, and just helping out everywhere we can. Got to meet a lot of cool athletes in that program. So
yeah. Speaking of, you guys has worked with Spire Sports. They invited John David over early this year. We got a tailgate with your dad and Spire Sports, and he got to meet some really cool people and make some connections. So.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. That's why we do what we do.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. But you did play for the Mavs.
Yeah.
You came over here from Central.
Brought you two good friends.
Yep.
Austin Bird. You want to shout out to those guys?
Yeah, Austin Bird and Sawyer Shelton.
Yeah.
Great football players. We had a great run when you guys were here. Really good football team. We were just reminiscing on getting put out in the playoffs. Went down to Ottawa.
Yep.
Up 21-0. Next thing you know, 2 pick sixes, and we snatched defeat right out of the jaws of victory right there.
Yeah. So we're doing a free roof in Ottawa now, and I was just telling the guys the other day that I know two things about Ottawa. We got put out in the playoffs at Ottawa.
Yeah.
I'm doing a free roof down there now, so it's we get to help a family out, so it's a blessing too. So.
Yeah.
What's when you're playing time here? What's some of the memories that stick out to you?
Man, it's these guys are blessed to play at Anderson County. I actually went to Halls Middle, went to Central High School, played over there for a while, and there's no other atmosphere like Anderson County. You got the fireworks, you got the barn, all the lights.
I think you guys built that barn.
Yeah, we did build the barn. We didn't have the barn when I was there, but we got it now. So, but it's the atmosphere. You can't find that hardly anywhere nowadays. It's a small town, and it's what we like. So.
Well, we appreciate you guys. It's been fun watching you grow up, and appreciate your friendship with you and your family. But you're also a dad now, 2-year-old kid.
Yes, sir.
So you go from us watching you as a young man and a player, being big in a business. Now your dad, how's that going?
Oh my, it's a blessing every day to raise a boy. Quick, really quick.
Yeah.
I'm hoping wide receiver.
Yeah.
Maybe tight end if he's big body like his dad. So, but get him out of the trenches is my goal.
Well, Mom was a good athlete, so you got a shot right there.
Yep. She had a couple offers to play college softball.
Yeah, she was a great softball player.
we got one in the makings, what I believe.
Okay.
So.
All right. Good.
Well, Cody, we appreciate you coming
sir.
on.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thanks.
all y'all do
Absolutely.
for our community.
Good to see you. We'll bring some football players up as we transition, Coach. Let's talk just a little bit about the South Doyle, and then we'll get to some film here in a little bit. But the
Sure.
South Doyle win right there, big win. Region champions for the 7th straight year in a row. Undefeated in the region, 7th straight year in a row. I don't know what the number is on that, how many wins that is. I think it's like 30, 35, somewhere in there,
I think we're
number
in
of
the
wins.
36, 37, somewhere in there.
Yeah. So great.
But for our program, that's a big milestone. Again, we previous to when we got here in 2009, our school only had one region championship in football. In football in East Tennessee, you know, that's the bell cow for sports. You know, just that's a big deal, and it's highly competitive, and we've always had good programs back through the 90s. But there's just so much competition. It's saying a lot when you can get a region championship. And we've made that climb where we were better than competitive to where we're fighting for region championships. And now we're to the in an elite category for our program to where we're consistently winning them. And like you said, it's been 7 years since we lost a region game. And we've been in a couple of different regions in that run. So, you know, we've really climbed the ladder to the point. There's powerhouse programs in certain classifications. I don't think right now 5A has had one powerhouse that has dominated that class in my lifetime. 6A, you know, has always been Maryville, and right now that's changing for the first time in 20-something years. 3A has been Alcoa forever. You know, Single A, you've had you know different schools, but South Pittsburgh, Coalfield, guys like that have done good. And in 4A, maybe the most highly contested, it had been Greenville and E-Town, and we've climbed that ladder where we're in it's us, Greenville, E-Town, and then everybody else.
No doubt. No doubt.
You know, right now Pearl Cone's in that same category. You know, they've got a lot of Division I football players. Didn't lose anybody last year. But as far as it goes, region play, we've done something that only Alcoa and Maryville's done.
Listened to some podcasts, some things across the state from East Tennessee to Middle Tennessee. You know, I think if anytime they go 4A football, they're going to talk about Anderson County, Elizabeth, and Greenville, and they're going to talk about those three right there as the three teams on the east side. And one of those three teams has got the opportunity to win it. And if they do and they get to Chattanooga, they feel pretty confident that those three teams are going to be something that Pearl Cone's going to have to fool with again. Just
I think all of us, you know, firmly not just believe, but we know what it takes to win a state championship. You know, Greenville's won 2, Elizabeth, E-Town's won 2. We won the last one, and there was one school in between that played E-Town for one, and E-Town lost in overtime to a game they probably should have won. But nonetheless,
catch the kid made the end zone.
For the last 6 years, what it's take to win a state championship has been played at that Greenville, E-Town, Anderson County level. And whoever wins it is going to have to get there. And you know, that's quite a landmark. We don't wonder whether at this point whether we're good enough to win a state championship. Right now, we know if we play clean football, us, Greenville, and E-Town are all good football teams. But who plays better that night is going to be the one that represents the East. You know, and whoever gets there, we know, is good enough to get the job done.
Physical football, Coach. When we talk about physical football, we got two right here, 2 linebackers, Anderson County physical football players. We're excited to have them on the show.
So tonight we're bringing on our 4 starting linebackers. We base out of a 3-4. Sometimes we're in a 4 down, but for the most part, we got 4 linebackers on the field, depending on what package. But defense has played well all season.
They have.
But as the seasons went on, they've gotten better and better against some of the best teams around. Teams have struggled to get first downs, and a lot of it's had to do with our growth at that linebacker level.
Not just in region, Coach, out of region too. You've done a great West football team who I think's a quarterfinal, maybe a semifinal, maybe a state champion. I'd be shocked if they weren't.
They're going to be in that category. It's in between probably them, Powell, and Oak Ridge.
And like played 8-7 with them, and just a battle.
And
great
really,
football.
The 8 points that was scored may have been more on us
on
the
offense than the defense.
So the defense couldn't have played a whole lot better. The score they got was on a technicality where we all thought he was down, and he wasn't. And
we're going to play through the whistle moving forward. I can assure you of that.
But you know, we talk about Nick a lot on the show, but
Nick's a
all-state
vet.
player
I
from
think
last
he's
year.
been up here as many times as I have. I think he's up here all the time.
Well, you know, he's been in Anderson County football about as long as we
I
have.
know, no doubt.
We've watched him grow up from 5 up through
Yeah.
the program to
Yeah.
speed training. Watched him play in NAGAF, you know, Norris, the whole thing. So
He's grown
yeah.
a beard. He's cut it off. He's got the mustache going in now.
He's trying to get a little
I
faster,
don't know
so
what's
we
going
got
on.
some
Yeah.
a little more what do you call it,
Do
aerodynamic
you have
on
a
the
barber,
sides.
Nick, or you do that yourself?
I do it myself, I
I can
guess.
tell.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So
Well,
Nick,
introduce you to the
defense
barber.
really stepping up. You guys had a good year. What are some of the things you think that's helped us get better as the years went on?
I think having more experience at kind of every position has helped us a lot. You know,
Yep.
with Dalen and Izzy at the safeties, they really help lead the defense. And then of course our front sevens, we're getting there. So we're getting to where we all know what to do all the time, and it's going to take a lot to score on us.
Yeah. So Cody, you played a lot last year. You know, Gavin got hurt, and you started, I don't know, 6, 7 games, and then had some really meaningful reps in the state championship game. Big play, caused a fumble that Meyer gets. So you've played a lot of football, but it's different being in a different defense, being the guy. We knew you'd run, we knew you'd hit people, those type of things, but you and Landon in particular had a lot of progress as the years went on. Most of that you're going to attribute just to the reps, getting to see it, or anything special going on there?
At first, it was rocky, like this season. I mean, me and Landon and Nick, it wasn't like flowing, but practice every day, we got a lot better with Coach Lambert, even with Coach Sloan, and it just gotten a lot better for us. And I think like me and Landon, like figuring out what to do and like communicating with each other has helped us a lot, especially.
So this week we got Sullivan East, a little different dynamic. It is similar to South Dual, a little different style passing
A little
game.
different.
Not as vertical, but they're going to throw it 88% of the time.
Yeah.
Game prep this week, you guys feel ready for that? We know shallow cross is coming.
Oh yeah, we're ready.
All right.
Izzy and Dalen back there, we're fine.
Well, the first time I see a shallow cross go free,
We're going to remind you of that comment for sure.
I'll be reminding you of this soundbite.
Talk about, I know Sullivan East, we've talked over and over again about the 6'6", Corbin LeSueur, I think his name is. He's 6'6", 215, a big target for them. He doesn't run a lot of you won't see him run a lot of crossers. You won't see him run a lot of comebacks, those type things. He finds space and sits in it. He does a great job of that. Talk about that a little bit. I know we've done that in practice a little bit. It's hard to practice it because you got to have a guy that can find that space and sit in it.
And we don't have a guy that's 6'6", 215, so it's kind of hard to like get used to like
put
tackling
Powers
him.
out
So
there
what
at
are some of
6'2",
the things
but-
coaches emphasize to you about their spacing concepts, stick concepts, and things like that we may have to do a little different this week? I hope you've been listening.
Yeah.
Be patient most of the time, because sometimes he does like to sit there in that big target, and sometimes we can't push to like different routes or anything like that, and he'll be
Yes.
wide open.
Yes.
But he's a big target.
Right.
So they taught us to sit there and be patient and not
Find him. Yeah.
exactly find
Yeah.
him, know where he's at, and if he's on the line, 3-point stance, or he's at wide out or
Right.
at slot.
Right. Not giving him the easy catch.
Exactly.
Make it
Find where
contested.
he's at and make it life a lot easier.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to transition over here to Landon and Strickland. Cody, I'm going to tell you that's not the answer I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear that you're going to press to the route in the quick game and deny.
Yeah. We'll give you another shot here later. We'll bring you back up for a second round of that. Make sure you got that answer. All right. All right, Coach. Trent Strickland's up here. He's Brad's brother, if anybody doesn't know already. Brad, great football player here. Trent's a legacy player.
Yeah, I'm going to brag on him real quick. Last week, we got to go down and speak to Lake City Elementary.
Yeah.
Got to
it was
talk
great
to them
down
a
there.
little
I saw
bit.
some pictures.
A little bit about making good choices, and got to talk to him about the Lord a little bit, but we also talked to him about drugs and living a clean lifestyle. And he actually got to speak to the whole student body and did a real good job. They were a lot more excited to hear from him than me.
Okay.
But
he's a legend down there. They love him.
he is. Well, his mom's a legend.
Well, that's true.
They
She
just
is,
know him
for sure.
as Miss Strickland's son.
Miss Strickland's son and Brad's brother.
And
Always Brad's brother.
Yeah.
But been playing good, Trent. defense started off the year, you're kind of the same shape as Landon and Cody. I wouldn't say new to it, but playing outside linebacker really gotten a lot better. You've had monster games at receiver.
700 yards receiving, I think, Coach, this year. Maybe a little more, maybe 780, I think.
Something
I'm
like
not
that,
sure.
yeah.
Something like that.
Exactly.
Just-
You wouldn't know. You don't keep up with your stats,
But
I do. So.
just great. Yeah, those things pop out to people, catching touchdowns and those type
Sure.
things, kick returns. But
Yeah.
really, just been special at outside linebacker and gotten a lot better as the season went on. Just the course of the season, the reps, the teams we're playing. What do you attribute all that to?
I definitely
Coach Cotton?
Yeah, I love me some Coach Cotton sometimes. He's definitely probably one of the hardest coaches on me. He's always on me in practice, and that's helped me a lot to improve my play style. And Coach Lambert, sometimes I'll talk to him during school if I'm have free time, and he always helps me out during the week. And
Yeah.
practicing on Sunday, I think helps a lot because we're mainly pass on Sunday.
Sure.
Because we're just helmets, so I think that helps a lot.
How about you, Landon? So, again, a lot of experience. You started the summer at outside. We moved you inside. Taking a little while to get comfortable with that, but we've bragged on you all season about your progress, just taking coaching, getting better. But you're really playing a high level right now, and that you and Cody playing at that level has really solidified that defense. Is it again just the experience? How much? Coach Lambert, Coach Cotton. Coach Cotton was all over you today. I know that.
Yeah, he was definitely yelling at me today. But, no, Coach.
I think he yells at you every day.
Oh,
Landon,
yeah.
but he could definitely.
That's
yell
his
at
way
you
of
every day.
communicating.
Yeah, it's his way of telling you he loves you.
No, Coach Lambert. He, I don't know. He pushes me all the time. So like even whenever he's yelling at me, I know it's like for my own good. But I don't know. He just everything that he's ever taught.
Does it feel like it slowed down a lot from the first game to now?
Yeah, the first game was I didn't really know like all my I don't know my
Assignments.
Reads
like
and
everything was
Yeah.
just I don't know so
And swimming
confused
a little
and
bit during the game instead of just being a football player.
You ever played any inside linebacker for this year?
no, I haven't actually.
How about you ever played any defense for this year?
I mean, at Central they had me at safety. So
Did they? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I knew
Different.
you played some H-back for us, but not really played in the games, mostly on defense. So I know you spent more time at receiver, but really we thought your skill set that you would transition really well there. We've got a big game this week, first round playoff. Again, going to see pass 88% of the time. What are some things? I know we was talking to those two about what
They
they're
gave
going
the
to
wrong
do.
answer. I hope you were paying attention.
Without giving too many answers, what do you expect? What do you guys expect to see in a pass game from them?
Definitely to number 12 and number 30. I mean, those are their two main guys.
Yeah.
Number 12, I mean, he's just huge targets. Like,
Yeah.
we always have to be on him. But 30, he's kind of faster, so he can get
He is
more
quick.
open.
Got good hands. Runs good
So I
routes.
think if we just, stay on those two the whole game, I mean, it should be an easy win. Everything.
What about you, Trent? What do you think? What kind of passing game you see from them?
I think if we stay in our zones a lot, we got a lot of zone coverages, and I think if we get to our zone coverages a lot, I think we'll be able to guard both of them at the same time. But we have stuff for both of them, like jersey and stuff like that. I think that if we can man on them, we'll be fine. If
Yeah.
we are athletic enough to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So the big thing is with the passing game, it's more of a quick passing game. It's not as vertical. They're going to attack horizontally, and they're going to take those 5 and 6 yard routes. So we got to make sure when we see quick drop, we press to number 12 right and deny, and not drop for depth and let them have those 5 or 6 yard
Yeah.
completion.
Yeah.
Because that is what they do. They're going to take the quick, easy ones, and if they can do that, then pressure is not an issue because we won't get to them that fast. So, but if we can make them hold the ball, then they're not going to be able to hold up very long, right?
Yeah.
So, whatever leverage we got, that's the area they're going to attack. So we got to know that pre-snap.
Yeah.
But I agree. If we play clean and don't have busts and we play clean football, it should be a good night for the Mavs.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to go to break here, but guys,
Yeah.
thanks for coming in. Appreciate
Yeah.
it. I know it's Nick's 2 years anniversary, so it's a big deal for him to come by tonight.
Well, look, we'll be right back at Ray Varner Ford out here on Charles Severs Boulevard. Come by and see Ray for your next Ford purchase.
Hi, I'm Anderson
Dick, do you got
County
my
Head
ring?
Coach Davey Gillum, and I want to tell you about my friends at Exterior Home Solutions, East Tennessee's first choice in roofing. They've been servicing East Tennessee for over 20 years, achieving a 4.9 rating on Google reviews, and are listed as a platinum contractor by Owens Corning. Financing is available. I invite you to learn more about my friends at Exterior Home Solutions on their website, exteriorhomesolutions.com, or give them a call at 865-524-5888.
At Ray Varner Ford in Clinton, we believe in turning moments into memories. From life's milestones and growing families, Ford is there every step of the way. 2023 Ford Bronco 2-door 4x4, $51,885. 2024 Ford Edge all-wheel drive SEL, $38,803. A 2023 F-150 4x4 Super Cab, $46,985. Local you trust, a new Ford your family can afford. Ray Varner Ford, your East Tennessee Ford dealership.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
The Free Medical Clinic of Oak Ridge presents New Year's Eve 2024 Countdown on Sunday, December 31st, 2023 at 9 p.m. to January 1st, 2024 at 1 a.m. Live band, food trucks, hot air balloons, sponsored by Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Baird, the City of Oak Ridge, David Coffee, BBB Communication, and Holloway Event Company. Ball drop and fireworks. Come with your friends and family to count down the new year together. Don't miss it. Free to the public. For more information, go to fmcor.org.
We're live here at Ray Varner Ford out on Charles Severs Boulevard, exit 122 on I-75. Come by and see Ray and Dan and all the all-star sales staff here at Ray Varner Ford for your next Ford purchase. Coach, we're joined tonight by Maverick legend Michael Malcote. Thanks so much for coming on the show, taking some time out of your night right there. Coach, you've been with the program way longer than I've been there. I got there in 2000, and I'd heard your name when I got there. Finally got to meet and catch up with you. You've been an integral part. You and your family have been an integral part of all the things that we have done, the additions, the improvements, all the things that have gone on since I know I got there and before. Your family's been a part of it, building that program, building our school up, doing things, great things for our school and our community. And I want to thank you publicly on TV right here and say thanks to your family for all that y'all do for Anderson County High School.
I appreciate that. And it's an honor and it's a privilege to just be a part of it.
Yeah. So. It is for me too. It's just been a real. I've been there 23 years now, and it has been a real treat to be here and do things with you and your family and get to know y'all and have y'all be part of the Maverick program for as long as you have and do the things that you've done. And thank y'all. It's been a great ride.
I've got to watch Mike grow up. Just we're close to the same age. I look a lot older, but I'm just a few years older. But both our families from Campbell County, so we both grew up in that area, and then. We both came down here about the same time frame. I think Mike was maybe a year behind me as far as when it came down. But we both came down here to Anderson County to play football for Coach Kerr, and both of us had good careers. We were both on really good teams. And, Mike's family, even back then, was integral in things we were doing back then and adding on the field house and things like that. Just the things they've done for our program, not just football, but all the programs and things that I'll do on the side ministry-wise to help kids 7-on-7, this and that. Yeah. People never know how much they've helped our school and our community.
Even today, Coach,
because they don't do it.
That weight room had girls basketball, football, dance team. I mean, there are a lot of people in that weight room, and you were a big part of getting that thing put in there. Like I said, the whole school uses it. Everybody uses it, and all the equipment that's in there, those type things. Big part of it, and everybody's getting to be a part of it right there.
So Mike, if we go back in time a little bit, we're back there. Really, Anderson County football when we got there was on the rise. They'd never had the success that they had when Coach Kerr got there, and community was genuinely just giddy about how well everything was going and going to quarterfinals and semifinals, and we had some good times back then.
We did. And teams. Big, strong, grown men teams.
You were a part of the teams I was on, and you were part of some good teams after I left. But I've got a million stories I could tell from when I played there on the field, off. Some great Coach Kerr stories. What are some memorable things that you took away from your playing career back when we were all there?
Well, I'm like you, Dave. I could come up with a million stories, and I think back of, just being a part of that and being a part of playing for Coach Kerr and the things that he beat in our head. Yeah. Just beat in our head of you work hard. You know,
Yep.
and it showed. You know, we worked our butts off
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
year round, you know, to win on Friday nights. And when we didn't win, we cried.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the way it was.
Yeah,
And
it
you know,
meant
I
something
think
to you.
about that a lot. And you know, I've told a lot of people this, and will continue to. One of the best decisions of my life is coming to Anderson County and being a part of a winning program and playing with the guys I played with and Coach Kerr and just
Yeah.
learning from him,
Yeah.
learning, you know, because he, like I said, he beat it in our heads to, you know,
She
you
put
only
so
get
much
out
work in
of
it.
you only get out of something what you put into it,
Yeah.
and you carry that with you in life.
Yeah, and you know like our program, you know, we throw the ball more and
Right.
we shoot more fireworks, but it's still based on those same principles.
Right.
Yeah.
We're gonna reap what we sow.
Put a lot of time
We're
in.
gonna outwork everybody. Another thing Coach Kerr talked about was being tough,
Oh yeah.
and we were tough. And you know, we it was full contact to the ground all day,
Oh, yeah.
every day. There was no 30-minute regulation on how much contact you had every 3 days. or
Oh
anything
yeah.
like that.
It was.
But Coach Kerr was a tough guy. He taught us, and just knowing you personally, knowing your work ethic, and I know you got a great mom and dad that have taught you the same things. But yeah, and that's what we're trying to get across to kids. It's that kind of work ethic, that kind of toughness that gets you through life, and
Absolutely.
and allows you to have success. And whether it's working in a business, working in a factory, being a football coach, you know, there's no easy way around it.
And when
That's
those days
exactly right.
come that don't go your way, that you respond the appropriate way.
Well,
know.
you have to be prepared for them.
Yeah.
And you're never, as much as you are, if you think you're prepared for that, those tough days, you're never prepared for them as much as you think you are.
Yeah.
No.
So you got to be able to adjust.
Yeah.
You're left to your training, and if you
That's
haven't
right.
if you haven't prepared and you haven't been tough, you're not going to be tough in tough times.
That's exactly right.
And, you know, so we try and stress those things. We try
Well-
and work hard. We try and push kids out of measure because life's going to push them out of measure at some point.
That's
Yeah.
right. You know, and I always say, you know, tough times don't last, but tough people do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
So
For sure.
I've been in those tough situations.
But you know, like you're saying, coming to AC was big for me, big for you. A lot of us getting to be in a pro, not just around individuals. You had a good mom and dad. I had
Right.
a good mom and dad. They taught us the right thing. But it's a different thing when you're involved with a program and you're around 80 kids that are thinking the same way, working the same way, peer pressure, and iron sharpens iron, and all of us working. You don't even know what you don't know till you get out there and get pushed
That's
by
right.
by the rest of the world. So it was great for me, helped me grow. We learned a lot of friends with Coach Kerr, Coach Deal, all them guys, and just being tough and working hard.
That's exactly right.
You know, we didn't know what we were doing
Well,
half the time,
and-
but we were tough and we worked hard.
And the thing about it is, Dave, we carried that with us, along with others,
Yep,
into our daily lives now.
yeah, that's right.
So, you know,
And that's what you're trying to do. The people that'll take it, those principles, and apply it in life
Yeah.
are going to be successful, and the ones
Yeah.
they don't are going to struggle.
that's exactly right.
And you know, we try to get the kids to realize that. Not that we're wise, but it's just that's what the Bible says. You know,
Right.
you're going to reap what you sow, and if you can apply these things, you can have a good, happy, healthy life. And if you don't, it's going to be up and down.
Yeah, that's
And we
exactly
don't want
right.
that for them.
Yep.
You know. So, but now we're to the point. Your dad,
Yeah.
you got a girl that's a
Yeah.
freshman
She's a
basketball
freshman.
player at Anderson
She
County.
is. Yep.
So, what's AC life like for Paisley right now?
Well, she's absolutely loving it. You know, she transferred in from a middle school private school and into Anderson County, and you know, I was a little bit nervous as a parent. Any parent
Yeah,
would be
sure.
Yeah.
of
That's
that
great,
transition.
yeah.
I went that same road.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and she's transitioned very well, being a part of, you know, making the basketball team, and being a part of that, and the kids that's associated with that, and Coach Couples, he's done a great job. You know,
He's a good guy.
he's a super good guy.
He
She
gets
just-
after
she
him.
feels
now.
it.
I hear
Oh,
him
she
on
gets
there.
yeah, he gets
He gets
after
after
him.
him.
He gets after him, and that's good for him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
so she's transitioned well, and she absolutely loves it.
That's
she loves
awesome.
it.
That's
So-
great.
I do get to see her at school, and yeah, I take pleasure in just seeing the smile on her face. I can
Right.
tell she's having a good time.
Sure. Always surrounded by friends. Looks like they have a great time right there. it's got to make you swell up a little bit when you come to a high school game on Friday night at a place that you attended, and to see it do as well as it's doing, and to know that you were a big part of the foundation of that and building that and making it be what it is today. It's got to be a proud moment for you to sit up there in the stands and watch that.
It's a very proud moment for me, but also you think too, you know, I think, this is the way I think, that is a proud moment, but it should be a proud moment for anybody that would be in my situation, like anybody that's played there and put forth effort. They should be, you know, proud of what Anderson County has become.
It's a lot of fun to see them come back. And you watch on our sidelines. I know you've noticed this. Our sidelines is full of former players down there to the point where it's just it's a who's who down there.
That's exactly right.
The officials are like,
some kids' football just fly on the field from the side football game on the.
You've got 75 people on the sidelines outside in the press row over there, and it's like they're all former players.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure my dad was complaining this morning when I dropped Bella off about GT needs to do something about the sidelines.
Well, I was talking to some folks on Friday night that came down to watch the game, and you know, they were talking about how just the whole atmosphere of Anderson County football, you know, the excitement of coming to the game. It's just so exciting. You know, there's just so much fun.
You know, one thing that is different, and you probably experienced this too, and I'm not just saying because I came from Campbell County, but the people here are a little different in, you know, they're for you. No, when kids are doing good or our team's doing good, the rest of the school, the rest of the community don't feel the need to tear us down to make them look good. Everybody's cheering for each other. You know, basketball's out there, baseball's out there, softball's out there. When volleyball's not playing, they're out there. All these programs are having success, and they don't need somebody to fail for them to feel good about themselves. And so the whole school culture is a little more positive than what I was used to when I was growing up. It was like people, when you do good, people trying to pull you down because they don't want you to get out. You know, and you're in a place where, you know, people just, you know, hope you do well. You know, and are trying to help you get there.
Well, and you feel like you've got that support. You know.
And you do. So it's a good place. I think it's a special place in the times we live in where, you know, I'm not saying people are perfect. We have kids mess up. We have coaches mess up. I mess up. But for the most part, people treat each other right and try to do the best they can. And you know, it seems like the Lord blesses it. You know, it's just a good culture. Something I'm happy to be a part of.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
No doubt. Coach, I sure do enjoy it. Like I said, the fan support. I've got a lot of fans calling right now this week, calling about tickets and where they get tickets, those types of things. You can get your tickets at school right there at the front desk. You swing by school on your lunch break or come by in the morning. We'll have them there in the morning. Or you can go on the GoFan app online right there on your cell phone. Download that GoFan app, and you can do it digitally on your cell phone and just bring that as your ticket in the game right there. So,
Coach, I did have
people are excited about that.
I wouldn't call it a complaint, but I have had people say they'd like to know ahead of time where we're going to do the show next week. So if we're going to be at an eating place, so some of the people could be there.
Okay, we'll put that out too. We'll definitely do that for next week too.
Put it out on Twitter, Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook. We'll put it on the Anderson County Football Facebook site right there, and we'll also put it on the Maverick AD1 Twitter site, which is a big Twitter site for us right there. A lot of fun to put on there.
All right.
Coach, we're going to get to some highlights here in just a few moments, and we'll be right back in just a minute.
Sure.
Yep. Michael, thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate you taking time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thanks, Mike.
Always great to see you. Thanks, and looking forward to seeing you Friday night.
I appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
We'll be back at Ray Varner Ford right here out on Charles Seaver Boulevard. Come by and see Ray, Dan, and all the All-Star sales team staff here for your next Ford purchase.
Hi, I'm Anderson County head football coach Davey Gillum, and I want to tell you about my friends at Exterior Home Solutions, East Tennessee's first choice in roofing. They've been servicing East Tennessee for over 20 years, achieving a 4.9 rating on Google reviews, and are listed as a platinum contractor by Owens Corning. Financing is available. I invite you to learn more about my friends at Exterior Home Solutions on their website, exteriorhomesolutions.com, or give them a call at 865-524-5888.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores, and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies' boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
At Ray Varner Ford in Clinton, we believe in turning moments into memories. From life's milestones and growing families, Ford is there every step of the way. In this pre-owned 2021 Kia Seltos all-wheel drive, $27,905. A 2019 Ford Raptor SVT 4x4 Crew Cab, $59,792. A 2021 Ford F-250 Crew Cab 4x4 Lariat Power Stroke, $62,945. Local you trust, pre-owned vehicles you can afford. Ray Varner Ford, your East Tennessee Ford dealership.
The Free Medical Clinic of Oak Ridge presents New Year's Eve 2024 Countdown on Sunday, December 31st, 2023 at 9 p.m. to January 1st, 2024 at 1 a.m. Live band, food trucks, hot air balloons, sponsored by Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Baird, the City of Oak Ridge, David Coffee, BBB Communication, and Holloway Event Company. Ball drop and fireworks. Come with your friends and family to count down the new year together. Don't miss it. Free to the public. For more information, go to fmcor.org.
Welcome back to the Davey Gillum Show, sponsored by Exterior Home Solutions. If you have storm damage or just need someone to come look at your roof, give our good friend Jeff Hedrick a call right there at 524-5888. We're live at Ray Varner Ford on exit 122 on I-75 on the Charles Severs Boulevard up here in Clinton. Come up here and visit with us, see Ray and Dan and his all-star sales team staff for your next Ford purchase. Coach, we got a Maverick Legacy legend, now a coach here at Anderson County. Vance Berry on the show. Vance, man, I appreciate you coming on the show.
Yeah, I appreciate you sticking around.
Appreciate you having me.
Taking a little time out of your day right there. You're on a business out there in
Yes,
Claxton to come out here and spend some time with us after practice. Coach Vance was a great football player for us.
He was.
Excited to have him back on staff and around our kids. He's got a great
job.
testimony.
Yeah. Works hard.
Yeah.
He's all about it.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. We got a few minutes before we look at some highlights.
Yeah, we're going to look at our defense highlights first.
Yeah.
Defense again was rock solid. We come out, Cody Miller right here with a big stop off tackle.
There's 9 guys right there.
Yeah, the defense was lights out. We did have a little trouble. I wouldn't say as a whole, but we had some zero blitz calls, and when they did, they had a nice automatic check to it where they checked slot fade and got a few big first downs. Completed some 3rd and 15s on some slot fade, zero coverage.
It was a big hit right there.
About second quarter, I think we made some adjustments where we basically just quit going zero or man free and played a little more conservative on the back end, kept our safeties over the top and let our front four go after them, and it was really checkmate at that point. Dalen Cole gets a big pick right here, and one of the first plays we decided to keep our safety back and catch them off guard, and really from that point on, they struggled to get a first down the rest of the game, and it was just a matter of time before we pulled away from them. But, you know, Dalen Cole had a big game, had a pick, had a fumble recovery.
Yeah, I think he gets it here in just a few minutes.
Izzy Smalls, as always, was just all over the field.
The guy is Izzy Small. We talk about him every week. He's a wrecking machine when he comes in there. He cuts you in two.
Yeah, and then the linebackers we had on here were just phenomenal all game.
Here's a pick. Grayson Bradshaw, I think, gets this pick, a big man pick.
And those front four, again, we talk about them every week, but they're really what allowed us to play so conservatively on the back end. So our front four was causing havoc. Grayson Bradshaw with the pick again. Just totally controlled the line of scrimmage, got pressure with those guys, and, you know, allowed us to just be as conservative. This is Dalen's fumble recovery here. Big hit by Izzy Smalls. I don't think Izzy knows any other way to hit Coach Barrier other than everything he's got. But
he goes all out.
We gave up a score on a busted coverage corner. We was in 2 read and you know, misread the number 2 receiver, and they got a freebie on us. And then those slot fades and zero coverage. Other than that, though, DBs played really well.
Solid,
And then really looking at the course of the season, we put our kids on an island a lot of times out there at corner. And zeroed up, pressed up against some of the top athletes. Izzy Smalls again, just causing havoc.
He was in the backfield as the ball got there. Coach.
Taking
really
out
fast.
the blocker and the quarterback. Here in a second, he tries to jump over the blocker to get to the quarterback. There it is.
There.
Just relentless, and nice play by LaRue pinning the guy.
When you see a guy of his size, Coach, he's 6'1", I mean, not be 6'2", he's long, got long arms, and when he's in space like that and he's coming over somebody, I mean, it looks like he's 10 feet tall.
Yeah, the thing about Izzy is he's so savvy, but his his motor is just different. You know,
Yeah.
his 40 times good, his ball skills are good, extremely physical.
Yeah.
I mean, he could be special. There's Trey Rowe with a pick six
Yeah.
to solidify the
Trey.
game.
Yeah.
You know, Trey's not a young guy. He rotates with the starters, but it was good. Our young guys got in there and did really well too.
Yeah. Yeah. Talk about
Elijah
Izzy
Archer
Small, you
got in
talk
there
about
corner and played solid all night.
Jermaine Allen's brother. I
Yeah.
know you would ask. The difference between the two would definitely be Izzy's way more vocal.
Well, they're you know, just that's the way brothers and family go. With two
Yeah.
different kids, two different mentalities,
Jermaine
two
would-
different skill sets.
Jermaine had a great athleticism ability up at
Jermaine.
Lindsey Wilson right now.
Very,
doing a great
very
job up
rangy.
there.
Yeah, he's getting to play up there. They like him. He's doing good.
Yeah.
But you know, Jermaine was cerebral, great at the line, good hips, zero cover guy.
Yeah.
And Izzy is Troy Polamalu.
Yeah.
You know,
he's coming downhill
he is,
fast.
you know,
Yeah.
just lightning in a bottle and just all over the field. But been a big year for our defense. They've really been lights out all season. Again, those corners. I don't think we gave up a deep ball all year for a touchdown.
I think that one Friday night might have been the first one.
And that was on a
the whole
bust.
year. Yeah, and that was just a coverage bust.
So that was big time. I mean, it's been a big year. That's how well they've held up against teams like West and Bearden in zero coverage has really been the tell of the tape because we've been super aggressive in the box.
Yep.
Keeping the safeties down there, bringing the heat to stop run against these big schools and daring them to complete them balls, and they haven't been able to do it.
Right.
And that's really been the name of the game for us on defense. But you work with those guys every day. You've done a great job, you know, working Indy technique-wise, fundamentally sound. But talk a little bit about some of those guys and the progress they've made. Because, you know, like if I was going to pick one kid to put in there for a single corner to guard their best guy, I'm going to put X in there on that guy.
Right.
But, you know, really, X don't play much defense for us. You've got the other guys have stepped up. You've coached them up, and so talk about some of them guys and the progress they've made.
Yeah, they do a really good job. I'm going to start with X there. He's definitely an athlete, and he makes some plays for us on offense, but he's solid on defense too when we do put him out there. And then Waylon LaRue, he does a great job. He's probably the fastest kid on the team.
Yeah,
and
maybe one of the fastest kids in East Tennessee.
Yeah, he probably is.
Makes up ground when they get past him.
He does a great job.
But even Waylon showed a lot of progress this year. You know,
he did. Yeah.
In the past, he's hard on himself.
Yep.
Yeah. And if he's not perfect, he'd beat himself up a little.
Got a lot smarter too. I feel like he knows
a lot
for
savvier
sure
in the
now
game.
like what we're doing and what's going on.
And that helps you play fast.
And that's always been the thing. He wants to know everything, and
he does.
And when he's in doubt, it bothers him. So
he does. And,
all them reps, he feels very confident in what he knows and what he's doing now, and he's locking people down over there.
He is, and Riley Wolfenbarger too. I mean, last week had the 2 picks, had one
pick
six back to the house. Yep.
One back to the two.
He's done a great job. Was a little banged up early in the year. I don't think he got to practice much with us before the season, and then once the season got here, he really progressed good. And then Evan Pyatt, another one, a great athlete, young kid. He's only a sophomore, and I haven't got to play him at corners much lately because we've needed him right there at safety some. And so, that says a lot about Pyatt to be able to move him around.
It does.
He's chameleon.
And Pyatt starts at receiver.
He starts every game at receiver.
He's one of our better guys over there.
Caught a touchdown pass Friday night.
Yeah, he did.
First one.
He did.
But to his credit, we didn't have as much depth at safety.
Right.
So even though we felt like he's one of our starting corners, we moved him to safety to make sure we had depth at both. We had a kid that could do both,
and he does a great job at both, really.
He does. He
does a really good job.
And
for us.
we wouldn't hesitate to put him on the field.
And Trey Rowe right there too. I mean, a senior and not necessarily a starter for us, but you know, anytime I need someone to go out there, I feel good about putting Trey out there. He's made some big plays. Had the pick six. He practices great. He's probably the hardest.
You know, he's very similar. He's very similar to Izzy. He's got a big motor, extremely physical.
Yep.
You know, the only thing that probably is maybe separated Trey's playing time from those other guys is just this is his first year playing, and he's a little more novice to some of the schemes. So
makes up for it with aggression and high motor. He flies around for sure.
But man, I was excited to see him get that pick six the other night.
That was great.
A great play.
That was great.
No doubt.
Coach, we'll transition over to offense.
Okay.
Another big night for the offense. Coach Chapel had a great game.
How many touchdowns?
Yeah, Nick had 4 touchdowns, I believe.
We do this every week. Nick moved 4 touchdowns.
225 yards rushing.
That's
Davey,
a great play outside there.
Davey on James with over another 100-yard
Like
receiving.
a student body left right there. The whole team's pulling left.
Strickland, I believe, had 80-something, and
Yeah.
Dalen had 80-something. Pott had a touchdown.
Yeah.
Again, Nick, we got in a little Wildcat package.
Yeah.
But O-line dominated. Zay Hall had another huge game. I think he's like 14 of 17 for
Coach,
250.
he's got 2,800 yards throwing on the season. Just an incredible stat line right there.
Yeah, and you know
22 touchdowns.
The thing is that's different with Zay's numbers from, say, a Carter who's throwing bubble passes and fast screens and forward jet sweeps. Is we're pushing the ball downfield with Zay.
Yeah, a lot of vertical routes.
He's going 14 to 18 for
There's
225,
right there
250,
for his first
330. Yeah.
Congratulations to him on that. It's a lifetime memory, your first touchdown on the Mavericks field there.
But the offense, John was very creative this week, found ways to get Zay the ball. I mean, X the ball.
Wow. It's like a rocket.
Yeah, he was.
And,
like a rocket.
you know, just whether we're playing Bearden, whether we're playing Powell, and when this kid touches the ball, man, it is a chance to go to the house.
Play, Dalen Cole right there getting vertical on a catch right there, line in front of
There
him.
are plays we don't touch a soul in, and X may score. And then there's
Here he goes again.
Here we
He
go.
goes again.
Now,
Shot
Coach
out of the
Chadwell
cannon.
wanted him to stay outside on that, but
Did
nice,
you see
nice
Eli
cut.
Nelson? He's blocking 20 yards down the field down there.
And again,
That's
that
great.
just like we're talking about that old D-line being the key to our defense and allow us to do some things. Great throw right there by
Down the
Zay.
field,
You
in
know,
the window.
That's a big one right there.
Nice job.
That was 4th and 11.
Yeah, we got 12.
Yeah.
For the first down, move the chains. On the digital down marker, Coach, I don't know if you saw that or not. 11 yards right there, and we get 12.
Great block. Is that Nick Moog crushing the perimeter?
Trent Strickland.
For Trent. Just,
Yeah.
you know, Nick, he's our bell cow kid, but he's so unselfish.
Unselfish.
You know, we give him a hard time right there. Coach Shell's got Wildcat called, and Nick's reading the end for jet or keep, and he definitely should have handed that ball off, but he kept it, turned it into a touchdown. And you know, it bothers Nick because he's not a selfish kid, but we're going to give him a hard time saying he was on that one.
Smashing people right there. 210-pound Nick Moog.
Yeah, our O-line took that whole defense back 10 yards almost every play.
Yeah. You don't want to tackle Nick too many times. You might want to do it that first time, but after you do it a couple of times, it's not what you think it is.
But offense was phenomenal. We didn't score on one possession, and that was due to penalties. We still got to clean those things up. But we got, I think, 2 false starts and a holding call in the same series. We still almost got a first down, but
that rocket launcher right there. Did you see that ball come out?
Knocked us out of a touchdown drive. But other than that, almost flawless on the night. Again, almost flawless on defense, minus a little bit of those zero checks they got over top of us.
Zay moves around the pocket a little bit, extends the play, gets a deep ball right there.
Yeah, we run a little stick and go. X wins down the middle. Zay finds him late. Great throw, great catch. Really,
draw.
It's a great call by Coach Chadwell.
Touchdown. I think I called that touchdown at about the 20. I think I was saying touchdown because you could see it.
But as good as Nick is, and he's an all-state running back from last year, playing a state championship game and dominate. He's better right now than he has been. He's
inside out move.
He's getting quicker. He's getting more twitch to him.
Yeah.
He's getting more assertive in his decision making. And right now, I mean, there's nobody around I would take over Nick Moog in that running back position.
Coach, a lot of guys getting the ball right there, unselfish play. You know, I don't think anybody's going, I want the ball, because they know they're going to get it. And when they get it, they got to take that opportunity and make something out of it. And they are doing that right now. Here goes LaRue.
Yeah, and you know, LaRue still, because Nick his carries are limited, but when he gets in there and Coach Shell gives him a design call, he's doing the most he can with
That's
it.
That's 8-yard gain.
I think we get him a little dump off right here.
Yeah.
A little slip.
Another
he makes the most of his
10, 12 yards right there for LaRue.
And you know, like Coach Berry was saying, he's getting more confident, and as he gets more confident on the offensive side, everybody's getting to see his speed more. And when he just goes,
if you keep that outside right there, nobody touched him in the middle, but nobody would have touched him on the outside either.
When he just runs full speed on offense, he's the fastest kid on the field, no matter who we're playing.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully he continues to grow.
Another great Moog run right there.
And next year he'll have his chance to, to really shine. Hopefully he continues to grow the way he is.
Yeah.
This is a good check by Zay right here. Coach Chadwell's got something called up to the perimeter. They single up our X receiver, and Zay just pops up and takes a shot, and he's going to.
Dan does a great job.
I think he'll have a chance to do that a lot this week.
Yeah. Great screenplay.
Yeah. But we're going to go ahead and transition and talking this week a little bit before we bring Mr. Malacote back on.
Yeah.
But a lot of this same style defense we're going to see this week against Sullivan East.
Yeah, Dalen Cole.
Yeah, on a little, just a scramble drill by Zay.
Almost right
but we're going to be playing Sullivan East this week. Similar to South Dual, they're going to throw the ball a lot. Probably more than South Dual.
Yep.
Probably not as athletic as South Dual. They are going to test us on defense as far as our discipline to push 2 routes, tackle them, cover people right now. They're a little different mentality other than trying to get 30, 40 yards of whack.
Yeah.
They're more than happy with 5-yard completions.
Yeah.
And, you know, if we don't deny the receiver, then they'll complete those. Quarterback's got a big arm. They got
Drake Fisher's his name, 6'1", 185.
Yeah, he's got a big arm.
Yeah, he does.
But the 6'6" kid that's got the offer from UNLV, he's a big target, and they're going to use his size. And then number 30, I'm not sure his name, but he's another big kid, about probably not 6'6", but probably 6'2" or so.
Yeah, I think he is 6'2". Yeah, I did see him.
But they're polished in what they do. Remind me a lot of offenses I ran when I was at Scott County, or first got here, taking a lot of grass throws, a lot of easy access throws, and you know, just going to nickel and dime you to death till you overplay it, and then try and go something off of that. So. So we've worked all week trying to be disciplined, trying to deny the pass catcher, make sure we are exchanging or carrying the shallow route, which is one of their staples. And then on offense, you know, I think it's just a matter of how clean we play. They're not overly physical up front, not overly athletic in the back end. They're going to play soft and conservative and hope you mess it up. But if we take care of the ball and keep the refs out of the game, then by playing clean, then it should be a long night for them on defense.
Yeah. Coach, it's about time for a quick break. We'll come back and make a few game predictions right there. Vance, thanks so much for coming and visiting with us right there.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all having me.
Man, so fun to watch you grow as a football player when you came through the program, and just so much fun for me to see you out there coaching and being giving great testimony to our kids about how to do things the right way.
I'm glad to be here, Coach.
And you know, on that note, Vance, when he was a young player, I used him as an example a lot because he was the hardest working kid we ever had to that point.
Saturday speed trainings, he was there every day.
Well, not just that. When Vance was there, I used to meet him in the morning about 5:30.
Yeah.
Every morning.
We did speed training, me and him, privately. I videotaped every step he took. We broke it down, but
super athletic.
Yeah, super athletic.
I think we slowly got some of the linemen coming in too, and they even got pretty good footwork for some big boys.
Yeah, we did that stuff. He was an example there, but getting to watch him now as a man and a coach, and that same work ethic. I mean, I'm encouraged.
Real treat.
It is.
Real Christmas gift early to have a guy like you on our staff.
I appreciate it, Coach. I'm glad to be here.
All right. Well, we'll be right back in just a few minutes. We're at Ray Varner Ford live tonight. Be right back.
Hi, I'm Anderson County head football coach Davey Gillum, and I want to tell you about my friends at Exterior Home Solutions, East Tennessee's first choice in roofing. They've been servicing East Tennessee for over 20 years, achieving a 4.9 rating on Google reviews, and are listed as a platinum contractor by Owens Corning. Financing is available. I invite you to learn more about my friends at Exterior Home Solutions on their website, exteriorhomesolutions.com, or give them a call at 865-524-5888.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores, and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies' boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
At Ray Varner Ford in Clinton, we believe in turning moments into memories. From life's milestones and growing families, Ford is there every step of the way. In this pre-owned 2021 Kia Seltos all-wheel drive 27905, a 2019 Ford Raptor SVT 4x4 Crew Cab 59792, a 2021 Ford F250 Crew Cab 4x4 Lariat Power Stroke 62945. Local you trust, pre-owned vehicles you can afford. Ray Varner Ford, your East Tennessee Ford dealership.
The Free Medical Clinic of Oak Ridge presents New Year's Eve 2024 Countdown on Sunday, December 31st, 2023 at 9 p.m. to January 1st, 2024 at 1 a.m. live band, food truck, hot air balloons. Sponsored by Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Baird, the City of Oak Ridge, David Coffee, BBB Communication, and Holloway Event Company. Ball drop and fireworks. Come with your friends and family to count down the new year together. Don't miss it. Free to the public. For more information, go to fmcor.org.
All right, welcome back to the Davey Gillum Show. We're live at Ray Varner Ford. Coach, we're going to have a new segment tonight. We're in the playoffs right now, so we've got some great playoff games coming up right here. Let's pick a few playoff games. We're going to start with our first one, Cleveland, Jefferson County. Is it at Jeff? It's at Jeff, right?
I think so. Jeff
think
County's
it
the
is.
1 seed, so
Yeah.
no Spencer, no their system. We scrimmage Cleveland. Know a
Yeah.
lot about them. They got a unique play fast system.
Yeah, they do. Chandler Tiger does a great
Well,
job.
that's tough. I don't know if Cleveland can match up with the beef of Jeff County up front, but I don't know if Jeff County's seen the speed and athleticism of Cleveland. Tough one, but I'm going to go with Cleveland.
Yeah. Mike, what do you got?
Well, I agree with Dave. You know, knowing what I've known in the past of Cleveland, I mean, they've got a lot of speed, and I watched Jeff County
They're not
play.
the Cleveland you play.
Right. Jeff County looks pretty tough up front.
Yeah, they're huge.
I'm going to go with Jeff County.
Are you Jeff County?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Jeff County.
Okay. I'm going to go Cleveland. I'm going to go Chandler Tiger. I think he's going to put the speed on the field and get after it right there. DB Bearden, coach, I think this one's going to be at Bearden. At Bearden. That's a tough place to win. That student section is massive.
Yeah, and so is Bearden.
Yeah.
Bearden is massive.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've played both those guys.
Scrimmage DB.
I think Bearden in a big one.
Okay.
I agree with that. I think Bearden will.
Yeah.
I think Bearden will roll in that one.
Okay, yeah, I'm going Bearden too, at home right there. Halls, Morristown West.
You know, Halls has had a great season.
They have. They've surprised some people.
I am going to say that Mo West is maybe their Huckleberry as far as Halls is physical, likes to run the ball. Mo West is huge and physical, and they give physical. If you don't throw the ball well, Mo West can be tough to beat. So I think it's going to be closer than people think, but I think Halls is good enough to pass game to squeak it out.
Okay, Mike.
I'm going to go with Halls on that one too.
Yes, sir. Me too.
They've had a great year over there.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, one to celebrate for sure right there. Maryville at Science Hill. Maryville at Science Hill.
I don't know if that Maryville's had to go there before.
I don't know if they've had to go anywhere. I think Maryville's have been home games in the playoffs. Now they're going to travel. We traveled to Science Hill. Got a great facility up there, first class, super place to play football right
I think
there.
Science Hill will be excited to have Maryville come to town, but I think it probably goes south from there. I think Maryville dominates the line of scrimmage and probably wins by 14 or 21.
Yeah, no doubt. What about you?
I agree with Dave. I think that's some, traveling for Maryville on the road in the first round of playoffs.
May make them angry.
Yeah, and so it's
something about that M on the helmet too.
Yeah, that's exactly
right.
You
got to beat that.
Yeah, or it could have them down.
Yeah,
you just don't know. I mean, it could work either way. But I'm going to go with Maryville.
Yeah,
probably in a big way.
Hard to go against the
we're
Red
going to have to go faster,
All right, here we go. Gibbs, Northview. Who do you got?
Well, that's a tough one.
At Gibbs.
I'm gonna go Gibbs because it's a home game. Maybe a little more well-rounded than Northview.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Northview.
Okay.
They got two defense ends that are studs. Could give them trouble. Now we got a big one.
All right, Clinton McMinn.
You know, I could see this going either way. Clinton's a lot faster than McMinn County.
Yeah.
If they can play clean on offense, it could be who has the ball last. But McMinn County, man, they can run the ball.
They're so disciplined.
And it's easy to do what they do. And Clinton's not good in the run game.
Yeah.
I'm going to pick. I'm going to say Josh Keith has a big night. I'm going to pick Clinton.
Okay.
I'm going to agree with you.
Okay.
I think it could go Clinton's way. I think it will.
All right, Coach,
I'm going McMinn. Okay, here we go. Oak Ridge, East Ham.
Oak Ridge in a big one.
Oak Ridge in a big one.
Oak
Ridge. I'm going to Ridgers too, right there.
Campbell County, Walker Valley. I think that may get ugly. I'm going to go Walker Valley.
I'm going to go Walker Valley.
I'm going Walker Valley too. Central at Sevier County.
You know, Sevier County's better than people think. I'm going to go Sevier County.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Me too.
We've got 3 big college games.
3 big college games. Bama, LSU.
I'm going to take Bama.
Bama.
I'm going to take LSU.
Ooh.
LSU.
Very possible.
I'm going Bama. I'm a Bama fan right there. Georgia, Missouri.
Go Georgia in a big one.
Well, can they both lose? No, I'm going to go Georgia.
Yep.
All right. Hey, thanks so much for coming out. Mike, appreciate you coming to the show. It's a real treat to see you. We'll be back next week on the Davey Gillum Show.
Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome.
We have to